Hey, what's going on? James from J Kramer Fitness, protein review guy. Today we are going to be taking a look and reviewing MyProtein's Clear Whey Isolate. As always, for every review, I have the timestamps listed down below. So if you're someone wondering how many scoops of protein you need to take post-workout, how does a protein powder shake in a shaker cup, how does it taste, and any GI issues you may incur while using the protein powder, I have all that stuff listed down below. Finally, before getting into review, like this video if you find this information helpful in making you a more informed buyer of protein powders, and subscribe to my channel if you're looking for weekly protein powder reviews. I do take special requests. With that shared, let's get into this unbiased protein powder review of Clear Whey Isolate. Let's get into the details about MyProtein's Clear Whey Isolate. MyProtein promotes its Clear Whey protein as an award-winning taste. I don't know who awards these awards. MyProtein advertises their Clear Whey as an award-winning taste. If you're tired of using the usual milk-based protein powders like the strawberries, the caramels, the cookies and creams, the mints, these Clear Whey isolates have a unique and refreshing taste that are fruit infused, and then they may pique your interest. It's a unique take on whey protein powders. Clear whey protein is a hydrolyzed whey protein isolate, meaning that it is very low in lactose. It offers 20 grams of protein per serving. Here are some of the critical benefits selecting MyProtein's Clear Whey Isolate. Infirm Choice certified, 20 grams of protein, light and refreshing, no milky taste or texture, zero sugar, fruit-like flavors. Finally, MyProtein advertises their Clear Whey as a pre- and post-workout shake. I do agree with that statement due to using this protein powder enough times where I experience very little to no bloating. So if you're someone who's highly sensitive to lactose, you could potentially use MyProtein's Clear Whey shake as a pre-workout shake. However, there are some things I disagree with on this clear protein powder. So let's examine what is Clear Whey protein. If you're tired of protein flavors based around milk, Clear Whey may be worth your attention. Clear Whey is a hydrolyzed whey protein isolate that dissolves completely and clearly in water. Hydrolyzed whey is a pre-digested whey protein broken down into smaller pieces, making it easier to absorb and less likely to cause digestive discomfort. What comes to mind is dimetized ISO 100. That is a blend of hydrolyzed whey with whey protein isolate. This, however, is a completely 100% hydrolyzed whey isolate. The hydrolyzation process allows it to mix into a light, refreshing drink, almost like flavored water. The benefit of a clear whey protein is that it comes down to your personal taste preference. We are in the summer months in the Northern Hemisphere. A fruity cleared protein might be worth your time if you just finish a tough workout outside or a long distance run. A significant drawback of clear whey is the price point and the number of servings you may be receiving. Hydrolysis refines milk sugar from the whey, resulting in less lactose. Plus, depending on the brand, the amount of protein per serving may not be enough to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. You probably want to know if Clear Whey is effective for losing body fat and building muscle. Clear Whey may be known by various names in the protein powder market: hydrolyzed whey protein isolate, juice-infused whey protein, refreshing whey protein, and aqua whey protein, just to name a couple various names thrown around. However, is Clear Whey Isolate effective at building muscle? Due to the further filtration of milk sugar, research suggests that Clear Whey is absorbed faster by 15 to 30 minutes when compared to regular whey protein, and complete digestion may occur between 60 to 90 minutes. This means users who do take a Clear Whey Isolate could potentially recover faster from more tough workouts. Regarding muscle building and fat loss, another research study titled "The Effects of Hydrolyzed Whey versus Other Whey Protein Supplements on the Physiological Response to 8 Weeks of Resistance Training in College-Aged Males," that's a mouthful, examined different protein powders to see which one is more effective. Overall, there was no significant difference in muscle gains or strength improvements between the hydrolyzed and regular whey proteins, indicating that both were effective for muscle building. So let's go ahead and examine, is MyProtein Clear Whey amino spiked? And I did a previous review examining MyProtein's Impact Whey Isolate. In that review, I also shared I had a long-standing belief that MyProtein has been amino spiking. MyProtein is now certified with Informed Protein Badge. That Informed Protein Badge is included on only 3 of the US-based protein powders. As shared before, this is only for the US-based protein powders. Internationally, you are rolling the dice if you may be purchasing a spiked protein. If you are unaware, the Informed Protein Badge verifies the illicit amount of protein found on the product. It is certifying that 100% of the protein is 100% complete, intact, non-amino spiked. The next, which is fantastic if you are someone who uses MyProtein protein powders consistently. However, this brings in another red flag for MyProtein users. I've contacted MyProtein various times over the last 4 years trying to get an amino acid profile, but they fail to provide one for me. Looking on the website, there is not an amino acid profile shared for any of the 3 protein powders with the Informed Protein Badge. It's possible that their whey supplier, based in India, is of a deficient protein quality. What do I mean by that? Before getting into that, I'm going to go ahead and share some evidence that the Clear Whey protein is of low quality. If you visit the MyProtein's Clear Whey Isolate page, the product page displays the low quality protein used in Clear Whey front and center. An average quality protein powder with 20 grams of protein should offer around a minimum of 5 grams of BCAAs per serving. However, Clear Whey only boasts 4 grams of BCAAs. What does that mean to you? The average amount of leucine for non-grass-fed protein powders is around 9 to 11%. Majority of protein powders on the market usually fall on 10%. Here are my suspicions about why MyProtein refuses to provide an amino acid profile. It's a low quality protein powder offering a minimum, maybe I shouldn't use the word minimum, offering a maximum of 8% leucine per serving. I'll discuss more on that in detail when we get to the number of scoops necessary. However, there is one last issue with MyProtein's Clear Whey. Due to the June 24 Informed Protein certification, the 3 protein brands have updated their labels. If you get a container that's an old one, like this one, MyProtein does advertise the newer labels that you should be getting. The old labels are not certified. The new container should have an updated Informed Protein Badge prominently displayed. And I use that term loosely, should prominently displayed. So be sure to look for this to ensure you are getting a certified Informed Protein product. Let's go ahead and examine MyProtein's Clear Whey third-party certification. Examining MyProtein's Clear Whey certifications, it's the ones I've shared before. Informed Protein is a verified badge for non-amino spike listed on all MyProtein's Clear Whey Isolates. This badge ensures that the listed amount of protein found is 100% intact non-amino spike protein powders, which is a reliable measure of product's protein content. The other third-party certification is Informed Choice. For the uninformed and unaware, Informed Choice is a quality assurance program for sports nutrition products, suppliers to the sports nutrition industry, and supplemental manufacturing facilities. The program certifies that all nutritional supplements and ingredients that bear the Informed Choice logo have been tested for banned substances and by the world-class sports anti-doping lab LGs. One of the things that I don't enjoy is when you visit the protein powders page and there are numerous individuals sharing 5 out of 5 stars. I always like going through Amazon's protein powder review page to see what people are truly saying. As of right now, of the release of this video, MyProtein's Clear Whey page currently stands at 3.9 out of 5 stars with 1,200 verified buyers. Here are the negative reviews about MyProtein's Clear Whey found on the Amazon page. Clumping, excessively foamy and frothy. The flavor may be too tart for some taste buds. On the other end of the spectrum, some shared it's too sweet. And then finally, there are some quality assurance issues when buyers have received their protein powder. If you're wondering which flavors to avoid, numerous one-star reviewers have shared that tropical dragon fruit and peach mango are too sweet for their taste buds. An honorable mention, maybe it should be a dishonorable mention, lemonade is routinely shared as a one-star review. There is one verified buyer sharing that they had an allergic reaction. And then of course, the others have shared that upon receiving their product. However, if you look on the flip side, what the reviewers shared that were positive, they shared that it's easy to mix, tastes like summertime in a glass. In contrast to the negative reviews, the typical flavors routinely cited as outstanding in about 55% of the reviews. If you're wondering how to use MyProtein's Clear Whey, I got you covered. Without an official amino acid profile on the website, and after requesting one from MyProtein, we are left speculating on how many scoops you should be using post-workout to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. Research suggests we need a minimum of 25 grams of protein with up to 3 grams of leucine to stimulate muscle growth. Based on my hunch that MyProtein products are of low quality protein offered at a budget price, I estimate that there is only 8% leucine per 20 grams of protein. This only yields 1.6 grams of leucine per serving. So if your goal is to stimulate muscle protein synthesis, you may need to add 1.5 scoops post-workout of MyProtein's Clear Whey Isolate to stimulate muscle growth. I have never used a high-protein skim milk with lemonade. However, due to my days of binge drinking, I used to drink a lot of cement mixers, and that is something I'm not gonna do again. So if you want to go ahead and maximize your container of Clear Whey, I would go ahead and stay with the 1.5 scoops post-workout to stimulate muscle growth. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a MyProtein Clear Whey shake. Reading the directions, it shares, add 1 scoop to 10 to 12 fluid ounces of water, shake well, wait about 15 seconds. This thing gets super frothy and foamy, and wait 15 seconds for the natural foaming to settle, and watch it gradually clears into a colorful, yes, translucent, refreshing protein drink. Aren't you excited? So let's go ahead, grab my Pure Choice Farms shaker cup, and then this up. 1.5 scoops. Here we go. We got 1.5, scoop in, close the container, grab the shaker, lock her up, shake it up. As you can see, this thing gets super frothy, and you're gonna have to wait for a couple moments. They say 15 seconds. It's probably gonna be longer than 15 seconds. But let's go ahead, take a look at the very top. For the most part, this thing does a fantastic job. There is one cake bit right there. That's annoying. Opening this thing up, it smells like lemonade, but it takes longer than 15 seconds for this thing to settle down. Let's break the rules and not wait that 15 seconds because it's been longer than 15 seconds. Let's do a Clear Whey Isolate MyProtein taste test for lemonade. Cheers, bottoms up. Tastes like lemonade. Best part is very low. There's no sugar in this. There are 0 sugars. If you're someone who is anti-artificial or sweeteners, you're not going to be buying this. However, I feel like that this thing hits a perfect balance of tart and sweetness, and it does remind you of a lemonade flavor. I think this is a fantastic flavor. Do I agree with the award-winning taste? I definitely do. I think if you're someone who is tired of the typical milk flavors, peanut butter, cookies and cream, mint, and it's summertime, and you want something that's nice and refreshing, and you want to sit outside, boy, oh boy, this tastes like summertime in a glass. Let's answer this question. Is Clear Whey Isolate good? Let's see where Clear Isolate makes some missteps with their protein powder. No clear amino acid profile. Users are less speculating about protein quality. Low protein quality and low amount of servings compared to the standard whey. The one container, there's only one container offered through MyProtein. There's only 20 servings in this silo, if you will. If you do take in my recommendation of 1.5 scoops, you get a little bit over 13 servings per container. You just notice that it is foamy and bubbly, and it is annoying. To this point right now, it is still foamy. However, you can still start seeing bits of lemonade there. It may be too sweet or too tart for some users. However, I think it hits the right spot of sweet and tart. If you're looking for the best place to buy it, Amazon offers MyProtein's Clear Whey at $26. However, if you wait for a sale from MyProtein, it could be cheaper. However, that's only if you cross the threshold for free shipping and handling. Going through Amazon, you're looking at $1.30 per serving. Going direct from MyProtein's website, off sale, $1.75. What does MyProtein's Clear Whey do great? Excellent, low quality, high protein, post-workout drink. What do I mean by that? I mean that it's a low quality protein in regards to amount of leucine per serving, yet it's very high in protein, 20 grams per serving. And depending on the flavor you select, I think this one's got 80 calories per serving. Getting a 1.5 scoops, you're gonna be getting 120 calories, which is super efficient for a post-workout shake. I firmly believe drinking MyProtein's Clear Whey Isolate is like drinking summer in a glass. Whatever flavor you select, lemonade, strawberry, peach mango, tropical dragon fruit, I think all of them are gonna be fantastic. This is the best tasting MyProtein product that I have ever had the pleasure of drinking. Finally, I gotta sneeze. Finally, hydrolyzed protein at a very affordable price point, yielding low to no lactose. I'm gonna sneeze. So let's go ahead and end this protein review and answer this question: is MyProtein Clear Whey worth it? Simply put, no. At face value, in my opinion, it's a novelty supplement. However, if you can score a container on sale from MyProtein, it may move the needle in the right direction into a possible purchase. However, I do have to remind you, there's no amino acid profile. It's a low quality protein. By that, it's a low leucine protein powder. And then of course, with that low quality protein that is only offering a low leucine count per serving, you do have to take more scoops post-workout to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. I hinted at this earlier in the review. One container may only offer 13 servings per container, so you're going to be burning through this stuff pretty fast. The idea of using skim milk with lemonade is like putting cement in a truck and watching it pour out. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know what? This is America. You can do whatever you want to do. However, if you have more disposable income, it may be worth your money. In my opinion, it's MyProtein's best tasting supplement. Or if you want to try to drink summer in a glass on those dog days of summer, I think it's worth a seasonal container. I think you'll have fun with it. It's a nice way to change up your post-workout regimen. I think it's delicious. However, after sharing the significant drawbacks with MyProtein's Clear Whey Isolate, nothing that would push me to believe that this is a must-have product. I believe that MyProtein's Clear Whey Isolate is an average protein powder at best. Wrapping up this review, do you agree with my assessment about MyProtein's Clear Whey Isolate? Do you agree with my final review that it is a very average protein powder? I want to know. Comment below, let me know. Below are my social media links, my full written review for MyProtein's Clear Whey Isolate, and all the protein powders I have reviewed up to date. Finally, I do take special requests. If you're hesitant about buying a protein powder that I haven't reviewed yet, comment below, send me an email. I will most likely add it to my list. It may take me a while to get to it because I have a litany of other protein powders I have to review as well. And I work full time, so sounds like I'm making a bunch of excuses. It may take me 2 weeks to get the protein review written, and it may take me up to 4 weeks to get a video review up and going. With that shared, thanks for watching. Make it a great day.